this video is going to blow y'all's mind because I'm mind blown right now. So do y'all remember a couple days ago, I did a video about exposing the things on the back of the dollar bill, right? I know y'all probably thought that was super interesting, but look, now on the back of the dollar bill, it was this phoenix, and the Lord was bringing this phoenix to my mind, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, God, you're showing me it, but what are you trying to show me about it? But then God didn't tell me nothing else about it. So I'm like, all right, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But a couple days later, which is today, or which is actually last night, God showed me the rest of it. And this is going to blow your mind. So look, so when you decode this, right, it's actually letting you know about the new world order and the new world currency. And we're going to break this down, and it's going to, I'm going to tell y'all what I believe the new world currency is. And I'm going to tell you how it's so beneficial if you know this, right? So let's get right into it. All right. So look, first we got to start back. We got to start over. My bad. I'm getting my phone because I wrote all of these notes down. So look, first we got to start over. And we got to decode it. Remember, everything was written in Latin. We went over why it's written in Latin, why they put things in Latin, because when Jesus was crucified, over his head, it was the superscription wrote King of Kings, right? And it was in Latin, it was in Greek, and it was in Hebrew. So a lot of times when we see these things, it's going to be in Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. All right, so look, so when you go in the back of the dollar bill and you read it, when you decode this thing that they said on the left and on the right, this is what it says right here. Whenever we decode it and did a translate it from Latin to English, on the back of the dollar on the left hand side, the opposite side where the phoenix is, it said he nodded at the beginning of a new order of centuries, right? So that's what it said. And then whenever we look on the right side, so remember it says he nodded at the beginning of a new order of centuries. On the right side it says out of many one. Now I want you to pay attention to this picture right here, the picture on the back of the dollar. You see this is a phoenix. Okay, now we're going to study this, and then we're going to go and we're going to break this down. All right, so looking at it right now, okay, it has arrows, okay, and then what's above the head looks like fire, and then it has a leaf, right? So check this out, and I want you guys can do this too. Now I'm about to share my screen with you right now. All right, so right now you are looking at my screen. What you see right now is the Economist newspapers. This is showing all of the newspapers, okay? So we're gonna scroll down to 1988, all right? All right, so we're scrolling down to 1988, and we're gonna scroll down to January, all right? And look what we have here, January 9th, 1988. Let me see if I can click on it. All right, I can't. So January 9th, 1988. It's the same exact image, and it says get ready for a world currency, okay? Remember on the dollar, it had an arrow and it had a leaf, and then it had what looks like fire over its head, right? So I'm assuming that the arrow and the leaf is what's gonna start the fire, okay, which you see right now. Now notice this, why is the phoenix, it doesn't have an arrow and a leaf, but it's on top of fire, which is burning the money, burning the dollar bill. This is published in 1988, but yet it's on the back of your dollar bill, okay? Now are you seeing what's going on? But let's zoom in, okay? So look, so if we see right here, this phoenix has a chain on it, okay? So it's talking about digitalized currency, and that chain represents blockchain technology. Man, this stuff is so deep, okay? Blockchain technology, okay? So look, now look at this logo. I want you to pay attention to this logo right here, okay? And let me show you something. Before I show you about this logo, I want to show you something else. We're going to read about this newspaper. And remember, that date was 1988. So let's read. It said, The Economist Newspaper Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Economist Group. Okay? Sir Evelyn Robert D. Rothschild was chairman of the company from 1972 to 1989. You just read it. It just said the Rothschilds, the elites, was the chairman of this company the same time that a newspaper was published talking about the new world currency. You see what I'm saying? These people put this stuff in plain sight right in front of your face. Now, oh my gosh, because it's gonna get way deeper. Now look, oh man, like light bulbs is flowing right now. So look, that logo we talked about. Now look at this logo again from this Phoenix, okay? Now we know that the Rothschilds are behind this. Now look at this logo. Now let's see what this logo is, okay? This logo is none other than the cryptocurrency XLM, Stellar, okay? So why is this so important? Oh my gosh, man. Look, you don't realize that if what I'm saying is correct, you know the currency that's going to be taking place. You know the world currency before anybody else does, and it happens to be where you can buy it right now. So this big wealth transfer that everybody is talking about, what if you can get in on this before the banks and institutions do this? Because they're gonna start trying to roll this. This Stellar is on it's on something called ISO 2022. Now, we just seen that this was Stellar, okay? Now let's go on Stellar's website and let's see what Stellar is. Now, as we read, it says Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money, okay? Borderless, global, worldwide, new world currency, limitless, powerful. Stellar makes it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money. Dollars, pesos, Bitcoin, pretty much anything is designated so that all the world's financial systems can work together on one single network. Bro, so basically what I'm telling you is this. If what I'm saying is right, you now know what the new world currency is going to be before the dollar crashes 100%. This means that this is an opportunity for you to create wealth for your generations and your family. Because, bro, do you realize before famine happens, God literally sends opportunities like this to where we can get in on it, we can invest our money, and then by the time the banks and other institutions get in, the kingdom of heaven could get funded. So now we can be able to prepare for this famine that coming. There's some people that have been out here praying like, God, okay, open up a door for me. Like, I know this stuff is gonna happen. I'm afraid. I need you to look out. Bro, I believe that this is the answer, okay? Then again, I ain't a financial advisor or nothing like that. I want you to pray about this. And if this is something that you feel a peace about, invest some money in it. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly where to get this. And if this is something that you wanna do, then do it. I already started investing in this, man. And mind you, I'm not getting anything out of this. It doesn't benefit me if you do it or if you don't. I'm not getting paid for it, but I felt convicted knowing this information and not telling y'all this information, because at the end of the day, I look at y'all as family. I love y'all. I want to look out for y'all. And I think that this is a great opportunity for wealth. You know what I'm saying? For wealth. And I believe that God gives knowledge and wisdom and understanding to his people so that we can prepare for what's to come. So I'm going to show you right now how to get it if this is something that you want to do. So this website right here is called uphold.com. You create an account and you can get this currency I'm talking about. And I think it's like 13 cents right now per share, right? 13 cents per share. So imagine, right? Imagine hypothetically, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't know. Only God knows. But imagine if God is using me to tell y'all about this and it's 13 cents per share. You can literally probably spend, I don't know, a couple $100 and get thousands of shares. And then let's say it goes up to a couple $1,000s. Now you just created wealth to be able to buy land, live off the grid, do whatever you want to do. And now if the rapture does not happen whenever we want it to happen or whenever we think it's going to happen, now you have money to buy land and live off the grid and have your farm and do everything you need to do so that you can be a hub and a safe house for a safe haven for everybody around you. And God can use you to bless everybody around you. I'm letting y'all know, man, this is what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do nothing based off of just what I'm telling you. Pray about it. If you feel a piece, throw a couple dollars in there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I would feel 100% guilty if I didn't share this with y'all. But as always, I love y'all, man. God bless.